A key player in the Mobile Police Department has been fired. Commander Kevin Levy, Director of Intelligence Termination, came today just moments after a report was made public concerning allegations against Mayor Stimson and his administration made by Levy's former boss, Police Chief Paul Prine, who was also fired by the mayor.
The vast majority of Paul Prine's many meandering allegations were simply never true.
That report, commissioned by the council, largely cleared the mayor and his staff of several grievances filed by the former chief. We're going to get to that report in just a moment. First, though, more on the firing of Commander Levy and how it relates to the Prine report that was released today. NBC 15's Darwin Singleton joins us now with those details. Darwin?
Kim, it all goes back to 4 claims made by former Chief Prine that triggered this entire investigation and several others. One of them mentions former Commander Kevin Levy by name.
This investigation is nothing more than another act of retaliatory behavior using my client as a scapegoat because he refused to go along to get along. This is what the city does whenever it faces scrutiny. It finds a scapegoat and retaliates against that scapegoat. First it was Chief Prine, now it's Commander Levy.
Strong allegations from attorney Chris Callahan on behalf of his client, Kevin Levy, now former commander of the Mobile Police Department's Gulf Coast Technology Center. Levy was at Callahan's office this afternoon when he got the word his services were no longer needed.
Public Safety Director Rob Lasky came by to deliver this letter that says, "Dear Mr. Levy, this letter serves as written confirmation your employment with the City of Mobile is hereby terminated effective immediately. Sincerely, William S. Stimson, Mayor." All this was predetermined, every bit of it.
Callahan believes a termination letter was prepared well in advance of today's report on the investigation into issues raised by now fired Police Chief Paul Prine. Among those allegations, that a contract between the Cyber Technology Center with the firm 321Z was not handled legally nor correctly. Today's special counsel report accused Levy of substituting a signature on the contract, then providing false testimony during the investigation.
There is no problem with the 321Z contract. It's a valid contract. Even Bill Athena said today, hey, it's a valid contract. I don't know how you can say that somebody did something with the signature page but then says, oh, but it's a valid contract, and everything's fine with it. It went through legal, it went through accounting, it went through the city council, it got voted on. It's a valid contract. It's a contract like the city does every day.
Levy spoke not a word during his counsel statements, with Callahan claiming the firing was in retaliation for Levy filing notice of a claim against the city after being forced to testify twice before the special counsel. Callahan says his client and the city are in settlement talks about all that and that no lawsuit has been filed against the city, not yet. Mayor Stimson did address that 321Z contract during his news conference that followed special counsel William Athanas' report.
His report also makes allegations about the way a draft version of the 321Z contract was handled. While we disagree with his characterizations around the drafting of the contract, we take any and all allegations of a crime seriously. It is important to note, very important to note, that there was no evidence of any illegal or unethical monetary gain regarding this contract.
Moments later, Levy's termination letter was delivered. And there were other allegations by Attorney Callahan that the mayor hired an attorney to represent him, his administration, and Levy, but it was someone, claims Callahan, that was a close friend of the special counsel who actually conducted the investigation. He even expressed concern that his client was being watched after Levy's termination letter was delivered to his office while Levy was there this afternoon. So Kim, on a day that some thought would put the Chief Prine controversy to rest, instead, more accusations, more questions, and yes, more controversy.
All right, Darwin, thank you. Now, before the report was officially released to the media, Mayor Stimson held a news conference. The mayor stated that his office takes all allegations of a crime seriously and that it is important to note there was no evidence of any illegal or unethical monetary gain involving the contract in question. Now, the mayor also said he sent the report to the district attorney for his review, as well as to the Ethics Commission and Office of Professional Responsibility and the Alabama Attorney General. Aside from the allegations against Levy, the report also claims there was dysfunction at the top of the ranks of the department. Stimson addressed that claim.
The special counsel is correct that there was a problem with MPD's leadership, and we were taking steps to deal with it. But let me be clear. The Chief of Staff and the Executive Director of the Public Safety were acting consistently under my direction. Hindsight shows that one person caused this dysfunction and disruption because he could not adhere to the chain of command and follow the directions of his supervisors. He is no longer here, and we're moving forward.
Now, we caught up with City Council President C.J. Small. He says he's confident in the validity of the report and mirrored the mayor's sentiment that the issues were stemming from one or two people.
We have some great employees that work for the city of Mobile, and the employees that had testified and the employees' name that's in the document, pretty much there was no wrongdoing whatsoever. You can't consider one or two bad apples in a bunch for all the apples in the bucket. So therefore, you can't consider one or two employees for all the employees of the city. Overall, we do have some great people that work for the city of Mobile.
This independent review came at the request of the City Council from former Police Chief Paul Prine. Prine released a statement today saying, in part, as suspected, this is a middle-of-the-road report based on the remarks made in the council meeting as a whole today. I had high hopes, but not surprised. Over the last couple of months, we have seen the city attorney request to speak with the special investigator to discuss the so-called best interest of the city. Apparently, only he could tell the investigator this and not the city council attorney. We have seen the mayor request that no one in the administration be subpoenaed, and I have confirmed that not one witness I produced were interviewed regarding my grievances. NBC 15 will continue covering this crisis in the police department. We have all of our stories and the full report posted on our website, mynbc15.com, under Department in Crisis. You can also download our NBC 15 News app and sign up for push alerts for breaking news on the go. It's free. Just scan the QR code on your screen to get started.